My name's Ethan Zohn, and I won the hit reality television show Survivor Africa. I grew up in Lexington, Massachusetts. You know, shot heard around the world. Paul Revere, the British are coming that whole bit, and which was pretty exciting. Go to the reenactment every year. But you know, a large focus of my childhood was, you know, playing sports. I go off to college. I went to a small school in upstate New York called Vassar College. After graduating from Vassar, I moved to Hawaii because there's a lot of water in Hawaii. I'm bound to find a job in marine biology. Not the case. I ended up working in a youth hostel, cleaning toilets, making beds, checking people in. Soccer was a huge part of my life growing up, and you know, I was good. I was good at soccer. It was not even my life's goal. There was an open tryout, meaning the entire community is invited to try out for the Hawaii Tsunami, which is a professional soccer team. It was in the USISL, which is the Division III in the United States. So there's an open tryout, and I went and tried out as a walk-on. And I made it. Then a friend of mine, a close friend of mine who I'd played with in Cape Cod, went to Zimbabwe. Where's Zimbabwe? And he called me up. He was like, Ethan, we need a goalie. You get your butt here as quick as you can. So once again, I picked everything up. I moved to Zimbabwe. In Africa, soccer is life. You know, you get 50,000 people a game. Played in the Zimbabwe Premier League for a team called the Highlanders Football Club, which was based out of a small town called Bulawayo, and Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. I left Zimbabwe after playing there to come home and play here, back to Cape Cod. And you know, someone a little bigger, someone a little better came along, a little younger, a little quicker, and I was backup goalie and wasn't too satisfied with that situation. I tried out it for a couple more teams and was coaching at Fairleigh Dickinson University in Teaneck, New Jersey, and realized that, all right, you know, I'm not going to be the next huge soccer star. You know, I'd given myself a time limit when I first started playing, and if I don't make it by, you know, 5-6 years, you know, I'll have to reassess my life. So I went and applied for a job at a company called Landor. The night before I was supposed to go in, they called me and said, there's a hiring freeze, so you can't come in. So I was fired before I was even able to go to work, which was pretty disappointing. So in my fit of rage and in my boredom, and in between my life choices and unemployment, that's when I woke up and turned to my roommate and said, listen, you want to make a video for Survivor? I literally was unemployed, and I was, you know, coaching and doing some side coaching work and still doing some freelancing, and I got the call. Said, hey, you want to come for a second interview on Survivor? Survivor Africa was the third installment of Survivor. It was filmed in the summer of 2001 in Kenya, Africa, a place called the Shaba National Reserve. But when you sign up for Survivor, you just sign up. You sign up. I had no idea where we were going. We didn't know where we were going until I kind of figured it out once I knew which direction we were going, but they didn't tell you until you actually landed. The game of Survivor lasts for 39 days. So we arrived maybe 5 days before the show started, and we left literally like the morning after it ended. You know, you get there a little early and they give you a how not to die in the desert course, which just totally went out the window once the game starts. And then the game starts, and then you play for 39 days, and then you know, they cast their final votes. Jeff Probst seals it up, says, all right, see you back in New York. It's an incredible game because it touches upon, you know, every part of, you know, you as a being, your physical, your social, your mental, emotional, spiritual. I had every intention to go into this game and be an evil, backstabbing, slimy guy to stab and do whatever I had to do to get to that $1 million. But once I was out there, I realized that, you know, that just wasn't me, that wasn't who I was. And, you know, once you take away food and you take away water and you're tired and you're hungry and you're thirsty, your true colors come into focus. And all that you're left with is your character and your personality and your personal values. And I think that's what helped me win the show. When I won Survivor, I won $1 million. $1 million, which is pretty cool.